Welcome to Egypt. This is the land that's witnessed many a mighty drama in its long and varied history. But none have been of more enduring significance than when one of its ancient pharaohs found his will in direct confrontation with the will of Almighty God, as expressed through his servant Moses. It's Genesis, the first book in the Bible, that relates how Moses' own people, the descendants of Abraham, Isaac and Jacob, came to be here in Egypt, and of how God enabled Abraham's grandson Joseph to save Egypt from total destruction during a terrible famine. The Pharaoh of that time had had a dream. He was standing on the bank of the Nile, doubtless acutely aware of the river's vital importance to the whole life of Egypt. Without it, the whole country would be a barren desert. Even so, here, as at some other places, the desert does come perilously close to the river itself. But for much of its course, there's a somewhat wider strip of rich agricultural land on both sides. In his dream, the Pharaoh saw cows coming up out of the river and grazing on the reeds. There were 7 of them, and they were fat and sleek. Then 7 other cows, scrawny and thin, followed them, and they ate up the fat ones. But they still looked just as thin and ugly as before. Then the Pharaoh woke up. It was Joseph, Abraham's great-grandson, whom God enabled to reveal the dream's interpretation to Pharaoh.